Hi guys, it's Kristen with the Teen Department at the Pulaski County Public Library, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a DIY mini skating rink. It kind of has a lot of supplies, but they're all household items, so I'll kind of just go over what I'm using as we come to them. The first thing that I'm doing here is I have a regular sheet of paper, and I've cut off 3/4 of an inch from both sides. And we're going to square off these edges, or I guess take off the squares of the edges. And I'm just going to 2 inches and then marking that. That's not perfect, but it'll be okay. And then you're gonna cut off where you've marked. I've marked the other 3 already, so I really just had to mark that one with your scissors. And after that, we're gonna wanna find the center of this page. I've measured ahead of time and I know that it is 10 inches wide. So the center is going to be 5 inches. And then we're just going to mark straight down the center. Carefully. With a ruler and a pencil. And this is going to be the center of your ring here, your rink. And I haven't been getting really specific with where the 2 other lines go, but I've kind of just been lining them up with like where this corner is on either side, and then taking it straight down. Same thing on the other side. Okay, and then you're gonna need a bottle cap, and you're gonna try and center that up. Honestly, I tried measuring it, and I think that the best way is to kind of just eyeball it, because either time I was off a little bit. That looks about right, so you're gonna trace that too, all the way around. I'm gonna try it right-handed. All right, let's see. Nice, okay. And then you're gonna take it over to the center of these opposing lines and trace just half. And it doesn't have to be exactly perfect either, because at the end you're not gonna go over all of this with Sharpie. So anything that's like a little bit wavy or off, you can fix in that step. So this is what it looks like right now. And I have one that I've already Sharpied. And I've laminated this one just because we had that around, but you can easily just put it in like a gallon Ziploc bag and seal it up. And then we're gonna put it in the most important part probably, which is this Reynolds like disposable pan. And it'll go down in there. Usually I would say, oh goodness, hot glue would be better. But in an effort to save this pan, I'm just gonna tape it. All right, so that's in. All right, next thing is we're gonna be making some little goals. And you're gonna need some paper clips. I have 2 sizes. And we're just gonna bend these open. Just as straight as you can get them. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. These ones are easier. And these ones you kind of just want to open up into a square shape, roughly, like that. But this guy, this little one, should be a little straighter. All right, now once they're in this weird rectangle shape, you're gonna want to bring this down here and make kind of like a strange triangle. And just kind of hold it with your fingers. It doesn't have to be perfectly lined up either, because you can just use hot glue and hold them together, which is what I have done. So, oh my goodness. you'll have these kind of standing upright like this, wow, and there'll be the center line here. You'll probably have to trim this, but it's pretty easy with a good pair of scissors, or maybe your worst pair of scissors if you want to save your good scissors. So I have one that I've already put together. It's like a little skeleton, and I also have a hot glue gun because I feel like that is just the most effective way. I've tried tape and it kind of just comes loose. 1 second. Scared. And you're going to take this dryer sheet, which we also have, and kind of just wrap it around. But before you do that, actually, I think you should put on these bumpers, which we have made. These are just plastic bendy straws that I've cut to length, because this adheres a little better to the straws and it doesn't slip around quite as much. All right, so we're working on our straw bumpers. I didn't cut this one so I could show you how. It's really easy. You just put the scissors up inside and, cut straight down. All right, they do have a tendency to try and come off, so we're going to be a little gingerly with it. But once it's frozen onto your little rink here, then they really don't have much of an issue. All right, we're speeding through. And now we can try gluing on this dryer sheet. Okay, so I think the best method is to just put some glue down this side of this. It doesn't matter if you use a little bit more than you would like, because it'll be covered in the end by the dryer sheet. All right, I'm just gonna lay that down. And we can hold that to it without burning ourselves. Succeeding. And then it's adhered this side, and we can just put a little more down the front. Glue guns. All right, so this side is good. Now we can take it around to the other side. Gingerly. This is the finicky part of the process. Okay. Same thing. Just to this side here. And then we can kind of fancy it up at the end. All right, now we're kind of gonna fold these in and under a little bit and down here so we can make the top a little more flushed out. There are those stretchy bits of glue gun everywhere, but that's kind of also a really gratifying part of using a glue gun, is pulling off the stretchies. All right. Now you can see it's kind of coming together, and the rest of this is pretty simple. You're kind of just gonna trim underneath and around. I have to use my right hand, sorry. Lefty problems. That is way better. Okay. And then the top is a little rough, but you can fix that up really easy with some tape. And it's really not going to be very visible either. Just kind of a little press and hold. All right. Same thing on the other side, and then we'll move on to these little hockey sticks that we're going to make. All right, so since these guys are ready, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue them to the bottom of this. Try and keep it centered. All right, one is in. And two. And I think after this, we don't need the glue gun anymore, which is nice. All right, so that part is ready. Let me move these little paper scraps. All right, so next we're going to be making these little hockey sticks. They are very cute. They are very precious. And you're going to need 2 popsicle sticks. You're going to want to cut it about like 1.25 inches down, just with a diagonal line, so you can get this slant here and it doesn't leave like a rounded edge on the other side, because hockey pucks don't do that. Hockey sticks, not pucks. All right. So we don't really need the rest of that stick unless you plan on making more, and then you would just do the same thing down here. Also, I think I lied. We do need the glue stick for this part. But just right here at the bottom, 1 little drop. And then, just like this guy here, we're going to try and line up these 2 sides. All right, now you're going to draw on your hockey stick, and we'll just keep it quick this time. Perfect. Now we have 3 little usable hockey sticks. And the last thing that I would say that needs to be done with this is we'll pick off those loose strands of glue. And then we're gonna move away this electrical device because we're using water, and grab this pitcher of water and just pour it in until it covers the bottoms of the goals. I think our table might be a little uneven. Okay, this is gonna sit in your freezer for, I would just say overnight, and then check on it the next day and it should be ready. Now I'll show you the one that we have complete. All right, so let me move this. We have our little puck and our 2 little goals. And I actually cannot believe that that went in on my first try. It's very cute. There you have it. It's really easy. Takes a little bit of time, but it's not challenging. I hope you guys give it a try and that you enjoy it. And that is our DIY mini skating rink. Thank you.